Hello bookworms, welcome to another review video. Today is A Promise of Fire by Amanda Bouchette. I get that where it looks nice. You guys can see. This one I got has the girl on the cover. Kat, the main girl, her name is Kat. This is book one of A Kingmaker Chronicles. I actually like the other covers better. These ones have the girls on them, and there's another version out where I think it's the trident on it, which I kind of like better, but I ordered it online and this is the one they gave me. I didn't realize it was a series when I bought it, but I absolutely love it. So I will be ordering book 2 and 3 to find out what happens. It is a fantasy romance. It is spicy. 15 or 16 plus for sure. I will read the back for you. Kat, Catalia Fiza, lives disguised as a soothsayer in a traveling circus. She is perfectly content avoiding the danger and destiny the gods and her homicidal mother have saddled her with. That is until Griffin, an ambitious warlord from the magic-deprived south, fixes her with his steely gaze and upsets her illusion of safety forever. Griffin knows Kat is the Kingmaker, the woman who divines the truth through lies. He wants her as a powerful weapon for his newly conquered realm, until he realizes he wants her for much more than her magic. Kat fights him at every turn, but Griffin's fairness, loyalty, and smoldering advances make him hard to resist and leave her wondering if life really does have to be short and lived alone. So Kat and Griffin are obviously the main characters, and you meet Griffin's closest friends, Cato and Flynn. Is it Flynn or Finn? And a few other people. Those ones are the most important. And his family. He has a few sisters and his parents. So this world is a fantasy world that's loosely based on Greek mythology. They worship the gods like Poseidon and Zeus. They actually mention them several times in the book. And they have an actual role in the story. And Cerberus and all that. It's not exactly like Greece because obviously there is magic. Some people are born with magic and have magic, and some people are just normal people. Most of the magical people come from the north of the country. This one takes place in one of the... They divide the country into 3. So this is in one of the thirds that... Griffin and his family have recently conquered and taken over. Now, Griffin doesn't have any magic, and originally all 3 of the rulers are magical families, so it's a new development that's thrown in to be taken over by people who have no magic, and to see how that goes. I really liked the book, and I found the pace good. I absolutely loved the steamy romance between Kat and Griffin. It is amazing. His flirting, his smoldering is just beautiful. There's some minor things left out, but obviously it's book 1 of 3, so those plot holes will hopefully be filled in future books. I like the characters and the development of them. You can see them grow and change. They are very relatable. It's sort of a trend right now where there's this strong, willful female main character, main lead. And Kat is definitely that, but she obviously has her flaws and her issues. But that's the point. You get to see her change and learn from those, and I'm sure she'll learn and grow more in the other 2 books. I predicted 2 or 3 of the main plots that they haven't even told us the answers to yet. One of them is glaringly obvious by the end of the book. The other one is not so much, but I figured them both out already. I don't usually try to do that. I like to be surprised. If you've watched any of my videos before, I've said that multiple times. I like to be surprised. I don't try and predict. But I'm thinking I'm learning more about the predicting of books as I read more, with the emphasis on doing these book reviews. So it's getting easier for me to see things. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe it's a good thing for my ability to review the books. But they're not glaringly obvious. So I think other people could figure them out, but other people not wanting to figure it out, you wouldn't guess it, and you'll be happily surprised by I can't think of the word that I want to say right now. By the discoveries of the mysteries. I don't know. I didn't see any real twists thrown in just yet, although I think there's some points that are leading up to twists in book 2 or 3. We'll have to see how that goes. For romance tropes, it's definitely the enemies to lovers, the one horse trope, the confined spaces trope. When Griffin and Kat first meet, he sort of takes her. This is not really a spoiler. It's pretty much right at the beginning of the book. And he ties her to her physically with magical rope. So she can't get any more than 5 feet away from him. So there's the close proximity trope as well. But I highly enjoyed it. I liked it way more than I thought I was going to. Like, a lot more than I thought I was going to. There's definitely emotions, happiness, and joy, and surprise. Not too much shock, not too much sadness, some disgust at what some of the other characters have done. The bad characters, obviously. The ones we're supposed to hate. I can't wait to see what the other ones have in store for us. But yeah, I was very surprised. I liked the ending for book 1. It was satisfying and good for leading into the rest of the series without leaving you on a serious cliffhanger, which some books do, and it stresses me out, especially when you don't have access to the next book right away, which I don't with this one. But I will get my hands on it, and I will review it too. And when I do, I'll put the links for book 2 and 3 in the comments below, so you can skip right to them if you want. I would definitely give it a 5 out of 5 star ratings. It exceeded my expectations. The writing is great. The plot was very engaging and complex. The characters were complex. It was moving. Definitely a page turner. I will most likely read these books again in the future. In a year or two, maybe. I felt the characters were real, and I care for them. I'm glad I own it. I do not. I would not donate this or give it away to anybody else. It is a wonderful book. Highly, highly recommend for romance readers, for people who like fantasy with a little bit of mythology mixed in. I like that kind of thing in the book. It's very interesting. I'm trying to think of. I'm never good at thinking of books that it is similar to. When I was reading it, I was thinking of that, and I had an idea in my head, and then I didn't write it down, obviously, so now I can't think of a book to compare it to. But there is something. There was a book I thought of that I could compare it to. The spiciness I could compare to Sarah J. Maas or Jennifer L. Armentrout. Oh, I should also mention that it is written in. Is it first person? I want to say it's first person. Yeah, it's first person from Kat's point of view, the whole book. We don't jump around. Or actually, now I'm wondering. I think there's a couple of points where it's from uh, Griffin's point of view, but in poison third person. Only when Kat is unconscious though. Anyway, I love the book. 5 out of 5 stars. Totally recommend it. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening and happy reading, and we'll see you later.